You're listening to the Visibility Advantage podcast, the show for senior leaders and business owners who want to build strategic presence in a world being reshaped by AI. I'm your host, Lynette Johnston, New Zealand's #1 LinkedIn expert, and I'm here to help you become as visible as you are valuable. Let's get started. Picture this. A board chair is putting together a shortlist for a non-executive director role. She's not calling a recruiter. She's doing what most of us do now. She opens an AI tool and types in the expertise she's looking for. Your name doesn't come up. Not because you're not qualified, because the AI has never heard of you. That's what we're talking about today. Here's something I hear from almost every senior leader I work with. They're respected in their field, their colleagues know their track record, they've been doing serious, significant work for 20 years or more, and yet somehow they keep getting overlooked for the opportunities they should be in the room for. Board roles, keynote invitations, advisory appointments, media commentary. The kinds of opportunities that go to the people who are known, not just good. And the uncomfortable truth is this. In 2026, the first filter isn't a recruiter's memory. It's not even a Google search. It's an AI tool. And AI tools surface people based on signals. Clear, consistent, structural signals that tell the algorithm this person is an authority on this topic. If your profile isn't sending those signals, you don't exist to the systems making decisions about you. Now, I want to be clear about what I mean by AI tools here, because this isn't about some far-off future technology. This is happening right now. When someone types a question into ChatGPT, such as, who are the leading sustainability specialists in New Zealand? Or, who should I invite to speak on the future of financial services in Australia? Those answers are being generated based on what AI can find and verify online. LinkedIn is a primary source for that verification. It's indexed by AI systems. It's used to validate expertise and professional credibility. And it's increasingly cited directly in AI-generated answers. Which means if your LinkedIn presence is sparse, dormant, or unfocused, if it reads like a CV someone updated 3 years ago, you are invisible to those systems. And invisible to those systems means invisible to the opportunities they're influencing. In the work I do with senior leaders through the Linkability Blueprint, which is the system I use with every client, the first foundation we look at is discovery. Not posting strategy, not content calendars, discovery. Because discovery is the foundation everything else rests on. And it's the most misunderstood part of how LinkedIn actually works. Most people assume visibility on LinkedIn comes from posting. Post more, get seen more. But discovery, real discovery, is about whether LinkedIn's algorithm and the AI tools sitting on top of it can find you, categorize you correctly, and surface you to the right people, even when you're not posting anything at all. Discovery is passive. It works for you while you're sleeping, or it doesn't work at all. Think of it this way. LinkedIn is a search engine. It's also a data source for other AI systems. And search engines don't reward people who post the most. They reward people who are the clearest and most consistent about what they're an expert in. Clarity and consistency. Those are the two words I want you to take from this podcast today. Not frequency, not volume, but clarity and consistency. When your LinkedIn profile clearly signals your expertise through the language you use, the topics you engage with, the people you connect with, the consistency of your presence over time, the algorithm learns who you are. And when it learns who you are, it starts surfacing you to people who are looking for exactly what you offer. That's discovery working. When any of those signals are missing or muddled, when your headline is vague, your content is scattered, your engagement is sporadic, the algorithm can't categorize you. And people who can't be categorized don't get surfaced. Let me take that one step further, because I think there's something most senior leaders don't fully appreciate yet. LinkedIn isn't just a professional network anymore. It's a knowledge repository that AI tools actively index and cite. When AI systems are asked about professional expertise, they look to LinkedIn profiles, articles, and increasingly to the content people post and the topics they engage with consistently. Here's what that means in practice. If you've been consistently contributing to a conversation, writing posts, adding thoughtful comments, engaging with your professional community around a topic you know deeply, LinkedIn starts associating your name with that topic's semantic field. And that association influences how AI categorizes you, which influences whether you get surfaced, which influences whether your name comes up on that shortlist. A dormant profile doesn't just look dated to a human visitor, it sends a signal to AI systems that your expertise has no current relevance. No recent activity means no recent evidence of engagement with your field. And AI tools are optimized to surface current, active, credible voices, not historical credentials. This is the part that challenges people, and I want to be direct about it. The leaders who are being cited and recommended by AI tools are not always the most expert. They are the most consistently visible on a topic. Visibility is the variable that's being measured, not depth of knowledge. Visibility. That's not a criticism of those people, it's a description of how the system works. And once you understand how the system works, you can work with it without pretending to be someone you're not, and without turning yourself into a content machine. Because discovery at its core is a structural problem, not a personality problem. So let's talk about what discovery actually consists of. In the linkability blueprint, discovery breaks down into 4 signals. These are the things LinkedIn and AI are actually reading when they decide whether to surface you. The words in your LinkedIn profile, your headline, your about section, your job titles are the primary data LinkedIn uses to categorize your expertise. If those words are vague, generic, or out of alignment with what you actually want to be known for, you will not appear in searches for that expertise. Full stop. This is not about keyword stuffing. That's an old SEO tactic that no longer works and frankly reads as amateurish. It's about using the language that your target audience, the board chair, the conference organizer, the journalist looking for a spokesperson, would actually type into a search. LinkedIn learns your expertise through pattern, not proclamation. You can write strategy advisor in your headline, but if your content and engagement is all over the place, leadership one week, tech the next, well-being the week after, the algorithm can't build a coherent picture of what you stand for. Consistency doesn't mean talking about one topic to the exclusion of everything else. It means having a clear center of gravity, a primary expertise that runs through everything you do. So the algorithm knows where to put you, and the people who find you know immediately whether you're relevant to them. Who you engage with shapes who you're surfaced to. LinkedIn maps relationships and interaction patterns to determine relevance. If you're consistently interacting with people in a particular industry, sector, or professional community, the algorithm starts surfacing you to others in that community. That's why cold connection requests to people you've never met rarely build anything meaningful. Network quality and genuine interaction, even small interactions, a considered comment, a direct message, following up on a conversation, say, they build the relationship signals that strengthen your discovery. Comments extend your reach far beyond your own follower count. When you leave a substantive comment on someone else's post, not just great insight or thanks for sharing, but a genuine contribution to the conversation, your name, your headline, and your expertise appear in the feeds of everyone who engages with that post, including people who've never heard of you. This is comment led visibility. And for senior leaders who tell me they don't have time to be creating content every week, is often the highest leverage starting point. 10 minutes of thoughtful engagement per day can build more discovery than a posting schedule that takes hours. Now, if you're listening to this and thinking, I'm genuinely not sure which of these signals my profile is currently sending or where the gaps are, that's exactly what our Linkability Executive Strategic Visibility Review is designed to show you. It's a one-off audit that reveals exactly where your visibility stands right now across all 4 foundations of the blueprint. You'll find details of that in the show notes. Here's what I want you to take away from this episode. If you've been feeling overlooked, watching opportunities go to people who seem less qualified, wondering why your name isn't coming up in the conversations if it should be, it is almost certainly a discovery problem, not a credentials problem, not a personality problem, a structural, fixable discovery problem. The 4 signals we've talked about today, semantic alignment, topic consistency, network interactions, and comment-led visibility, are the levers. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need to become someone who posts every day or performs on social media. You need to make sure the signals you're already sending are clear, consistent, and correctly aligned with the expertise you want to be known for. Discovery is not about volume, it's not about frequency, and it's absolutely not about being someone you're not. It's about structural clarity. And structural clarity is something any senior leader can build without turning their LinkedIn into a personal brand performance. Before I go, I'd love to know which of the 4 discovery signals do you think is the weakest point in your own LinkedIn presence right now? Is it the profile language, the topic consistency, the network interactions, or the visibility you're building through comments? Drop it in the comments wherever you're watching or listening, because naming the problem is the first step to fixing it. That's it for this episode of the Visibility Advantage podcast. If today's conversation resonated with you, I'd love it if you shared it with a colleague. If you're ready to understand exactly where your own visibility stands, our Linkability Blueprint is a great first step. You'll find the details in the show notes. And if you haven't already, hit follow or subscribe wherever you're listening so you don't miss the next episode. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.